is ranked 32nd by Intermat. Spratley, as we said, number 7, 6-2 as they get started. Anderson is 10-6.
Spratley leads this series 3-0, so it shouldn't take too much time of these guys filling one another out, right? They've wrestled 3 times, like I mentioned. Sprat has that lead 3-0. Cowboys out here. It's an all-black out tonight. They got the old black singlets on.
Early in the first 25 seconds, getting acquainted. Both of them, a lot of good foot movement, though.
Yeah, I mean, right off that whistle, Jay, hand fight started immediately. Snap started immediately, and you really can hear it on this podium, when you're snapping them down in that position. So
up on the stage, which is what, 3 feet high, something like that. Spratley working on it from the head, trying to get to the leg, could not.
That was a really good job by Anderson, because that's Spratley's position right there in that little go behind, almost head in the hole position. But Anderson did a good job of not letting him grab that ankle and continue to stay square with him.
And they're off the mat with no score. 2 minutes left exactly. Officials wave them off. Primary official tonight is Evan Burchett, and Justin Rivera is the assistant or perimeter official.
Rivera was telling me before this he's going to be back here Sunday as well.
Good shot right there by Spratley. Going through the crotch is Anderson, trying to hang on and work for position, but Spratley now has the left leg tied up, stacked position.
Little waterfall there. He's doing a good job of hiding his ankles. You see Anderson's kind of locked through the crotch here.
Spratley trying to turn and make some progress, but Anderson hangs onto that leg. Spratley, though, getting in better position. Is that a cradle? We almost had a cradle.
He's almost got it, but Anderson has still got that foot. He's got to get off that toe, though.
There's 3 for Spratley. So 3-0 the opening takedown. Good persistence by Spratley.
Yeah, good job by Spratley. Hit his patent little outside step. Got him, tried to isolate the bottom leg. Wasn't able to get it, but got Anderson in the waterfall. Hit his ankles. Was kind of sitting on his butt in that position. Able to come out the back. Anderson had that foot, but was able to get over there and step over that leg to get his first 3 takedown. First 3 points of the match.
Right now it's a non-contact sport. You know why? Anderson just lost his contact lens. So Spratley on top, 1:02 to go in the period with that first takedown.
And we're only at 125, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right. There's more bad ones like that on the way. Oh, boy.
Oh, man. Got to have fun with it, Jay. I love it, man.
We do.
I love it.
So, final 45 seconds of the period. Anderson working hard to get away. Spratley dives back in, goes to a double, turns in, still has control. Oh, locked hands called.
No, was it not? No, not a locked hands call. It was the stall call there. It probably went about 5.5, 6 seconds, but the official called that. And if you saw, Spratley was trying to get out of bounds there so he wouldn't get that stall call, because he was the one that initiated the drop down on Anderson's ankle.
So stall warning against Spratley.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. First I thought he was signaling locked hands, but he didn't have him interlaced when he gave the signal. I just didn't catch it. Final 35 seconds. Still 3-0 Spratley. Riding time up to 40 seconds.
You see, that's why Spratley's committed to this ride right here. I think it was about 47 some odd seconds when they kind of got in this position over here. But, what did you say Coach Taylor said? Finishing on top, right? Finish the period on top.
Yeah, we talked to him pre-match. He said he wants to see his wrestlers finish each period on top. Either a late takedown first, late takedown, or a ride out second. Do something late third. Don't just end the period not on top. Riding time's over a minute as the period ends. 1:10 the riding time. Good ride out by Spratley.
Yeah, so here's his first takedown by Spratley on this replay here. Now, this is the position they were in out of his outside step. You see Anderson's got that toe. You almost see the official come off there and tell him to get off of the toe. Spratley was kind of looking for a cradle there, but once he was able to get that right leg over there was his 3. He's already awarded a 3, potentially dangerous.
Spratley's choice. Oklahoma State has a choice, I think, unless I did not look up in time. I don't know if Anderson had it and deferred, but bottom line is that Spratley is on the bottom.
Ooh. That was close.
Little spiral ride there briefly by Anderson. Spratley to his feet. Underhook there on the right side by Anderson, trying to get a return, but Spratley gets off the mat.
You see Spratley going to that tripod, trying to stay up. Anderson did a good job, obviously, knowing where he was at on the mat. Push him off, reset. He's taking that riding time down. It's at 43 seconds for Spratley.
Spratley quickly to a little tripod, then trying to roll back through. Almost got some jeopardy there, but...
Well, he almost was trying to do what Spratley normally does, get in the claw position. Now he's going to start to hunt for that head, see if he can go get that head, because Anderson's high there.
Spratley turning into him, does not have 2 yet, but now does, so reversed by Spratley, it's 5-0.
Really good patience there by Spratley in that position, right? Not panicking, might have been close to a swipe, really wasn't close, but did a good job of holding that tripod, kind of shaking him off the tree a little bit, got high, ends up trying to swim for the head and gets his 2-point reversal.
So the riding time starts going back up, and it's up to 40 seconds. So he lost quite a bit of it, but now he's gaining it back and has the 5-0 lead. Anderson needs to get out of there and see if he can pick up some offense.
And you kind of see the difference, right? Spratley's doing a really good job of keeping that pressure forward. I'm not saying Anderson wasn't doing that, but Spratley was able to kind of get his head and chest up and tripod. Anderson's having trouble there, finally getting to his feet.
And Spratley with the return.
Yep.
Anderson tries to bounce right back up and go into him. Only 20 seconds left in this period.
It's that position. Spratley understands where he's at. Anderson's got that leg kind of hooked there, but on the edge of the mat.
Riding time up more than 120 in the final 10 seconds of the period. They're off with only 9 seconds left. Still 5-0 Spratley. Anderson, of course, really needed to get out of here before the end of this period, get 1 point out of it at least.
Yeah, 9 seconds, 5-0, 122 at riding time for Spratley.
Here we go, final 9 seconds. What does Anderson try underneath? Instead, a little crab ride there by Spratley.
Yeah, that's his position, though. He
Gets
don't mind that spot.
Back down, and he rides it out. So 5-0, 130 the riding time.
The reversal of Spratley doing a good job. Got a little high right there. You see him reaching for that head, grabbing it. Now he just keeps that foot, and he just tripods up, shakes off a little bit, and Anderson realizes I have to bail or I'm going to end up on my back.
Spratley tried to headlock him in the middle of that, didn't quite get it, and just jumped around behind, got the 2, but there's the escape by Anderson. Spratley not too intent on riding.
He basically just cut him on that one. See if he can go get another takedown.
And, of course, a lot can happen here, but a takedown and ride out by Spratley would end up 9-1, a major. So Anderson needs to avoid that and see if he can get something, make this closer.
Yeah.
The longer it goes, the harder it is to get rid of that riding time.
Yeah, Anderson hadn't got to a leg, really hadn't hit a... He's been reaching for that ankle a couple of times in that first period, but it was unsuccessful.
Minute and a half riding time, 1:15 left now in the third period. And let's see who can make a good move here. There's a reach there by Anderson.
Yep, got to that ankle on that one.
Spratley throws in a little whizzer there, hanging in there. Anderson trying to work to the corner perhaps, trying to pull that leg in also. Trying to get behind, but no luck yet.
Yep, but you see the position Spratley's in. Good shin whizzer, fighting hands, reaching for an ankle there from time to time. Fighting Anderson's hands, get you a stalemate, right? Not panicking, understanding what you got to do. David wants him to go try to find one more takedown. 40 seconds left here.
And the riding time is all but locked. It will be here in about 6 or 7 seconds unless something happens. So the riding time is secured, so it's 6-1 effectively in the final 28 seconds of this match. That was Anderson's best attempt to get on the board with an offensive move. The time is getting very short. 12 seconds left. And the final 5 seconds. It looks like it's going to end up 6-1, although Spratley does fire one right there, and they're off with just 3 seconds left. So the riding time is going to be over a minute. It's 1:32. Probably will stay that way, and it does. That makes it 6-1. Spratley in the opening match. So Oklahoma State leads the duel.
He was actually in that large bid in 2024. Finished 3rd in the Big 12 last year. So like I said, a senior, so expect some stuff going back and forth because Farber doesn't mind scrambles either.
No, right off the bat, Farber in on the leg.
This is
flip-flop, and of course, Forrest trying to get around to the side. He's got a leg, but his right leg is still trapped in a stalemate call. And Farber wasted no time going right to that leg.
There's 20 seconds gone on this match, right? Somebody's in on the leg, and you're already kind of going back and forth. So expect more of that as this match goes on.
Both these guys are so good at scrambling, and as Coach Doug Schwab, I think you'll see a lot of scrambles. He said, I don't want to see any in this match.
Yeah, well, he just seen his first one.
Got the first one. There's Farber countering off of Forrest shot. Forrest, though, nonstop back in. A lot of action here early.
Yeah, nice little exchange there from both guys. Forrest went for his patent dump off that pool. Farber did a good job of squaring up on that one.
Opening minute. And Farber right back in on the leg. Here comes Forrest, though, reaching through.
There's nothing there yet because there's his 3 points. So from that position, Farber kind of dropped down. Forrest hit a pass by at the same time. But his right leg, I think it wasn't inside yet. That's why the official didn't award 3. But Forrest was able to get around behind him to get those points.
The guy has, for being so young, but he's had a lot of course, not just high school experience, but international experience and national freestyle experience. He seems to know which way to turn every time there's a scramble. He's just got a knack for it.
Yeah. You know, in wrestling, some of these seasoned guys, you know, here in, you know, folk style NCAA, right? Coach Taylor was talking about, like, teaching him patience. Almost like the same thing he was talking to Wyatt about last year, right? But like I said, he is all gas, man.
And he's got some riding time now. He's up to just about the 30 seconds at that point. And seems pretty intent on riding.
Yeah, he's committed to that ride. Good forward pressure. Good pitch there by Farber to get that leg out.
Farber's out of there, goes right in for a high crotch. They're both up. It's 3-1. Farber has been very aggressive. He's going after the legs every chance he gets. 57 seconds left in the first, and the stalemate called. So 56 seconds, they'll restart 3-1 Forrest. Farber has not been shy about attacking.
No. That was slick. That was slick. Little got underneath, disappeared, slipped out, went to a drag, got his 3, went ahead and cut him again.
So 6-2 after that escape, and a brick thrown.
That was a nice brick throw there by Schwab.
Northern Iowa. Yep. Is he trying to say no takedown?
Yeah, he wants to challenge that call, so they'll probably come over here, and I think they left the brick there. I didn't see if they pointed at themselves, so they're going to look at the review and see. Like I said, Schwab is fighting. That's what these coaches do, right? So if you don't think it was 3, you throw that brick, see what happens. Catch a replay of it.
Yeah, we'll see. It was a pretty slick move by Forrest there. Let's see if
it was
remains.
Yeah, once they show it back up on the screen, like he kind of faked, went underneath, slipped out, and hit a drag off of this. I think he might have even started with his dump first. Went to a single. Now watch him just slip back out and go to a drag. Well, they've already thrown it, so
it's already been after the takedown.
Yeah, here we go.
There we go.
Kind of getting this, but here it is right here. So here he goes to his dump, boom, slips out, drags, post on the mat. I don't know if they're going to win that challenge.
Yeah, it looked like he did have control. There was knees on the mat, hands on the mat. So we'll see.
Yep.
We're right about half the time.
That's half.
After video review, the call remains as stands.
You were right there, Jay. Let's go to Vegas, man. Let's go.
Oh, yeah. 50-50 shot. 6-2. They're on their feet after the second escape by Farber. 29 seconds left. This is all in the first period. There's been a lot of stuff happening.
Well, I mean, you had guys in on each other's legs as soon as the whistle blew.
The upper body work. They're both. Farber dives for the leg again. Forrest comes to the side. Farber rolls through. Forrest
nothing
blocks.
yet.
Head snap. And there's 3. Woo!
That was close.
There was a bunch of stuff right there, ladies and gentlemen.
There was 25 seconds left when they restarted, correct?
So 9-2 after the first period. As Farber has been very aggressive, but Forrest has come up with the points.
I like the aggression from both guys, right?
Yes.
They're just letting it fly out here. That's exactly what they're doing.
Forrest chooses bottom.
Remember,
And roll, a quick roll, and he's out of there. So it's 10-2 on the escape.
Yeah, I heard Forrest say something in an interview after the Bedlam match. Release the cannon and see what happens. Or empty the cannon out. I think that's what he said.
Empty the cannon out. Well, he's used some ammunition so far in this one. 10-2 on the board. Forrest has 55 seconds riding time also. When they get there head-to-head, they don't just hang on the heads. They're looking for something and trying to get something set up every time, not just sitting there.
No, both guys are looking to score. Whistle blows.
Nope. Leg shot by Forrest, not there. So overhook there by Farber. Trying to reach around the head. Let's see if Farber can get something from there.
Forrest doesn't mind being underneath, right? We've already seen that little slip drag from that position. He's got a dump from that position. He's extremely flexible, can kind of sit on both knees, but also stay square with you in there. Like I said, Farber got to his leg that first 3 seconds of the match, but hadn't got back in since then. There it is.
There he is. Forrest, so quickly reacts, grabs the ankle, comes around behind, and tries to score him on top. Goodness sakes, he's, does he have the cradle? I thought he had the cradle lock momentarily, but I guess not.
What's stopping that is where Farber's at right now. Head above the knee, but now he's going to try to put him in danger.
But Forrest comes out of it, was definitely in danger for a bit, but he scores another takedown, and it's 13.
That's just rolling. This is Forrest's position right here, trying to get that right boot in.
Oh, looking for a turn is Forrest. Some of his freestyle experience helped you. You get all kinds of those little tilts and turns.
Yeah,
and
little cheap tilts, little wrist control, roll through tilts. Good period for Forrest right there.
Period runs out. The riding time is 1:30. 13-2. Here's a look at that last one.
Good shot there by Farber. Nice little go behind. Go one way, go the other. Granby roll, settle down. Kind of when the upper body ends up scoring there. Now, this was pretty slick right here. Farber was doing a good job right here, but watch Jackson's kind of rolling through, locks in his crotch. He's going to get his head high, knee to his chest, scored that other takedown.
So Farber chooses bottom to start the third. Watch out there. He'll try a little bit of everything.
Hey, if it presents itself.
Farber's out of there. So 13-3. Riding time is up to 1:45 in favor of Forrest. Little 2-on-1 there by Farber. Goes for the leg again. He's got it, but here comes Forrest to the side.
That boot's in. See if he's.
Forrest looked at the official like he thought he called stalemate or something first, but he didn't. So there's three. So Forrest is just a master at the scrambles.
And also in that position, what he did do was he beat Farber's hip. As soon as Farber hit that shot, you saw Forrest move those hips, and he beat his hip, or beat his shoulder, I'm sorry.
So 16-3 riding time is already just about secured. So in effect, 14-point lead, he could release a takedown and end it with a tech fall if he's able to. Of course, Farber still could score too.
He looked over at the corner and gave the optional start sign.
Apparently going to release him, and he does. So 16-4 on the board. And Farber cannot afford to give up another takedown or it'll be a tech fall. Farber in again. Forrest out of there, underhook. Tried for a trip there, an outside trip.
That inside out.
There's three, and that does it. Wow. 6 minutes and 18 seconds. The score will be 19-4, the tech fall. Cowboys released the field now 8-0 after the technical fall.
Yeah.
Talented freshman who's unbeaten as a freshman, Sergio Vega. And he is one of those standout freshmen, as we mentioned, and he is from Tucson.
Vega's going back to the sunny side days with them tights on, man. He pulled that off. He started that back again. I saw last week at the Missouri duel.
Brady is 17-7, whereas Vega is a perfect 10-0 right now. And he's in on the leg. reminds me of Forrest a bit in that they're both long and fairly lean and very active.
Very active. Both leg riders on top can ride you out, turn you as well, and they don't mind if somebody gets in on their leg. You know, but also an interesting story about Max Brady, right? We were talking to Coach Schwab about it. Came from Campbell. Unfortunately, after they dropped their wrestling program, two-time state champ from Florida. Just got some accolades, man. Had a big win against South Dakota State, which helped him win that duel as well. You know, and one of the other things we were talking about, speaking of Campbell, Cal Baptist University, which unfortunately is dropping their program at the end of this season. So, you know, my ask for a lot of people out there, just go to keepcbuwrestling.com because it's in our hands to try to help these guys out and keep these programs going.
Absolutely. The more the merrier. The more the healthy it is for the sport.
Yes.
So 3-1 on the board after the takedown and then the escape, and there's a leg shot by Brady. Oh, my goodness.
Nice dive roll.
Vega just dives through the side, setting on top, turns in, but of course Brady still has that leg trapped. Vega, though, doesn't give up. Turns in. If he can clear his foot, that's the big if for him. Brady just sort of hanging on. There's a stalemate.
Vega was looking for something there, trust me. He wasn't just stop wrestling.
Now, you know, there's one where some officials might have called Brady for stalling there because he never tried to improve his position. Once he realized he wasn't going, he just laid there with it. Some officials call stalling on that. So you've got to constantly try to improve. But just a stalemate there, which is fine. There's another
nice
good
attack.
shot.
Yeah, good attack by Brady.
Vega using that length to get some leverage and reaches through the back, potentially dangerous call, the leg position of Vega. That always scares me when those knees start turning out that way.
Yeah, some of them cats is double jointed like that. Man, I'm not one of them. I like Brady's attacks, though. Nice little feints getting down to Vega's ankle.
Not shy at all. That's
No.
good. He's doesn't care that Vega's unbeaten. He said, I'll be happy to give him his first loss.
Yeah, man, these guys are coming to wrestle, so it's good.
44 seconds left in the period. 3-1 Vega.
And actually, Max Brady was the Dave Schultz winner for Florida as well. Another nice little accolade for this young man out here.
Anytime you win an award named after Dave Schultz, you've done something very good.
That's facts.
Dave was such a great wrestler, great ambassador, and so fun to be around. Oh, there's a good shot by Brady. Almost. He's got Vega scrambling. Not yet.
Wow.
Goodness sakes.
That was something there.
I thought that was going to be 3 for sure.
Man. That's good job fighting there for Vega.
Again, that same knee position. And there's potentially dangerous again.
Man, I mean, he sat him to his hip. Brady sat him to his hip. Vega did a good job of scrambling out of there. Almost had him in a headlock position, but was able to kind of squirm out of that position too. But I tell you what I'm seeing from Vega. He's keeping consistent pressure, and he's right there in Brady's face the whole time.
And he had to be there or he would have been taken down.
Good action there in that first period from these guys.
Following one period of wrestling at 141.
Brady deferred.
Just 3-1, but a lot of action.
Here's that first scramble there. That last one, nice little go behind right there, sat down, continue to wrestle, continue to wrestle, continue to wrestle. Now he gets to his shin wizard where he's able to get that left leg out.
Wow.
Never give up on it.
He was amazing on that scramble.
Yeah, that
frankly,
was
I mean, that was about as good of escaping, not escaping from underneath, but escaping from being put underneath, as you'll see.
Brady with a good claw ride here. He's going to look for a roll through tilt. Yep, you see here Coach Schwab and them telling him to go get it.
It would be big, obviously. He needs the points, trailing 3-1.
Now Vega's going to look to slide down, see if he can get that right arm underneath. Kind of see the little cat and mouse game. Yep, little cat and mouse game that they're playing.
Vega trying to control that arm, but hasn't been able to do so. As Brady hanging tough's gotten that riding time down to 35 seconds. To his feet is Vega.
Oh,
nope. Got away, but after they were both off. Close but no cigar.
Yep.
Brady continues to reduce that riding time.
So just looking at it, see if Brady can get to that and look for that roll through tilt there. He was working on that left-hand side of Vega.
So down to 55 seconds in the period, and the riding time is up to almost a minute now for Brady. Vega away again, and this time he's free. It makes it 4-1. Next takedown here would be really big for somebody.
Yep, 101 for Brady on the riding time. 4-1's the score. It's been a really good back and forth. There's a nice shot there.
Another good shot by Brady. Vega forced to defend again. Reaches through the crotch.
Brady's doing a good job of keeping that shoulder right there in his crotch area. Vega hadn't beat that. He can't turn the corner there.
And they're stuck. I think we might see a stalemate pretty quickly, and time runs out anyway. So still 4-1. Brady just hanging in there, making some good offensive moves. And it's his time to be underneath if he wishes. He's going to choose neutral, I believe.
I think that's the right call, and I say that because Vega's really tough on top. But I'm telling you, I think Brady's feeling it a little bit, or he's playing possum, one or the other. Because he has been extremely aggressive. I will give him credit.
Absolutely. And Vega, he goes after a high crotch right there.
Yep.
Trying to collect the other leg.
Yep. Keeps that leg split. There's his 3 points right there. Nice, man. Now, this is key right here. He's got to try to keep him split so he can either look for a near fall and or his cradle. Yep.
And there he gets a count to a 4-point near fall by Vega. That is a 7-point burst.
Now, he's going to work. Okay. Brady was able to kind of get out of there and crawl forward a little bit.
Still no more points because he never broke the hold. So 4 points put up. 11-1 now for Vega. Suddenly just blew this match open.
Well, to my point, Jay, Brady was feeling that. You saw how he was walking back to the center a little slower every time. And like I said, Vega was keeping that pressure where? Right there in front of him.
So
here's that takedown here by Vega. Yep, nice little change level. He uses that length, gets to it. He was trying to change off there, so he went back trip on that ankle. But now he gets that right arm, secures his 3 points, keeps Brady split, and ends up getting another near fall count there, getting a 4 count. So just completely blew the match open.
Like you say, a 7-point burst right there. Yep. From 4-1 to 11-1. 4-1, and actually Brady had 101 riding time before all that happened. So that's done. Now he's out of there to make it 11-2.
Same position.
The double-legged shot by Vega comes right back into him, and there's 3. So 14-2 after that takedown.
Man.
40 seconds left. Riding time won't be a factor either way in this one now. 14-2. A takedown and ride out would be a tech fall if Vega can score.
I think that's what he's doing. He's putting him on his feet.
So
what? Wait.
That's right. He has the escape point coming. So should be 14-3, should it not?
Should be.
Just haven't put it up yet because he gave him the escape. 14-3. Vega.
This is
there with Brady though. Fires in a shot. He's killing some time there, obviously.
Man.
And Vega's trying to turn, but I'm not sure he's going to get that. Only 5 seconds left. So 14-3 by what we have should be the final. It says 14-2 on the board. Either way, a major decision. And the Cowboys now lead 12-0 after 3 weight classes. So a nice major decision by Sergio Vega. We'll be back. This is Rathjen, transferring in from Iowa State. A lot of injuries the past year or two. Was an All-American though a couple of years ago. Started off the season rather slowly, but has gotten sharp here recently. We'll see how this goes.
You know, and Rachi's actually been here before. He's never wrestled here. He's transferred from Iowa. This is his first year at UNI, but he did weigh in a couple of years ago when Pokes and the Hawks dueled here in GIA.
And we'll see that again February 22nd. Another one of those great high rankings matchups.
Yep. Ooh. Welcome to the party right there. Nice clubs by both guys. To your non-contact sport, Jay.
That's right. That's right. I don't know. I just couldn't resist.
You couldn't hold it back, could you? That's all right, man. Hey, be you, Jay. Be you, brother.
It's not that easy. So no score here so far, opening minute into this one. A lot of movement. No serious shots yet.
Right.
Swiderski's been working on the head, trying to control that head. There's a single leg shot by Swiderski, a good one. Picks up the leg and has three on the edge.
Man, good sequence there. Good sequence there by Swiderski. Man, nice club. Got to that high crotch there. Boom. Just straight explosion. Got it up. Rahnavardi tried to hit that little flop roll, let everything go. Go capture both legs.
Good reaction by Swiderski after Rahnavardi's move.
Yes.
There we go. Top position for Swiderski. Minute and a half left in the first. 3-0 count.
Swiderski's going to have to get him to the mat or cut because the stall's coming. There's his return.
The elevator move tried there by Rahnavardi, not successful. There's another good mat return by Swiderski. Riding time has gotten to a half a minute. Actually 27 seconds because they went off right as I was thinking it was going to go to a half minute.
A little blood timeout here.
You know, we mentioned the rankings, and it's always interesting every year. There are several ranking services. They all do a good job. You know, we're using Intermat. You have Amateur Wrestling News, Win, Flow, and then, of course, now the official coaches rankings, the first round of those have come out. So there's always a lot of discussion about rankings and, well, why does this ranking service has this guy 7th and somebody else has him 11th or whatever. It's all in how they judge the actual record, wins and losses, the competition. Have they beaten ranked people? Have they lost to ranked people? Whatever. Strength of schedule. And it'll change a lot the next month. And then, of course, once we get to the weekend of March 7th and 8th, conference championships, and you'll see a bunch of things happen.
Yeah, everybody's all
seeding.
Yep, they're in a conference dual season. Then after that, you got postseason coming.
Here we go. They start off the elevator there by Swiderski. Kicking in midair was Rahnavardi, but that didn't work. Now Swiderski releases him.
He's trying to lift him and get him to his back in that position.
37 seconds right time. Under a minute to go in the first.
Rahnavardi's keeping that pressure right there.
Swiderski a shot, not there. Rahnavardi easily backed away from that one. Can you control the head? Can you control the hands? Can you control the elbows? All that's important.
It's all important. 10 seconds left here.
Get everything from collar ties to hands behind the elbows to hand control. A little bit of everything. Duck under by Swiderski, not there.
Yeah, Swiderski's definitely been the aggressor here in this first period.
Period ends 3-1.
And after one period of wrestling, 3-1 the score.
And it will be Swiderski's choice. Chooses bottom. So let's see how serious Rahnavardi is about riding. There's a caution on Swiderski. Jumped a bit too soon. Spiral ride there briefly by Rahnavardi, but Swiderski is up and out. So 4-1 the score. By the way, back when Forrest was wrestling, I forgot to mention, he's from Johnstown, Pennsylvania. Pitt Johnstown had a really good wrestler years back. You remember who that might have been?
Carlton Hasselrig.
There you go.
Yeah, man, come on. I know a little bit, Jay.
Sure.
Yeah.
Great heavyweight. Great heavyweight in Division II or III, whatever they were at the time, and of course, 3-time Division I champion.
Oh!
Wow. Slick.
Ah.
Shoulder.
Nah, it's his leg
The
and
leg.
knee. I don't like seeing that.
I didn't see exactly how it got caught.
Well, I think when he hit that, he kind of might have hit it when he hit the mat, or it might have got caught on the mat a little bit because he looked like he was in pain there. So let's hope he's okay. Yeah, so here's kind of, let's see, he went to a high crotch attempt there, and right when he hit it, I think that's when he, yeah, it was already hurt there. Yeah. So as soon as he hit that knee on that high crotch attempt, so. The trainer's out there looking at him, and
Yeah, we just have to hope that it's not
no
really
doubt.
serious.
No doubt.
Maybe just a little hyperextension or strain, but not any. You don't want ligament damage, that's for sure.
Good. Yeah. Well, Jay, you was also talking about got Rahnavardi up. That's good. Give him an applause. That's awesome to see. You were talking about Carlton Hasselrig. Not only forget that he was a heck of an offensive lineman for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
You bet. Great athlete in the National Wrestling Hall of Fame.
Yeah. Because he was three-time Division II champ, three-time Division I champ, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
I believe that's right. I know he's three-time Division I, and I think both. So, since there was an injury timeout, Swiderski gets choice of positions. He chooses bottom.
149 pounds, second period. 7-1, Swiderski with the lead.
And he's up to his feet. Spiral ride by Rahnavardi. A little slip there by Swiderski. Not good, but Swiderski rolls through. Trying to come up off the bottom there, but good toughness there by Rahnavardi.
Yeah.
One thing I'll say about Swiderski, the last couple of duels we've seen here, he is much sharper and crisper than he was early in the year. He seemed sluggish in the matches.
Well, you know, and it could have been a few things, right? You know, he redshirted last year, so he didn't have that full competition. He's at a new place. He's at a new environment, new coaches, all of that stuff. So, you know, and not only that, Jay, you know, that national duels, I think everybody he wrestled was were ranked, and he was in a lot of those matches. Some of them he lost right at the end, but, you know, get back on there, you put that ankle band back on, and you go scrap it out and figure it out.
Well, we got the 8-1 lead here. Moved in for a shot there.
It was a good double. Rahnavardi did a good job stopping that and bringing him up.
Final 10 seconds of the period.
I mean, it has been all Swiderski as far as the attacks. Yes, Rahnavardi's had one.
And that'll do it. So 8-1 after 2 periods. Riding time not a factor, just 2 seconds. And Rahnavardi chooses bottom.
And Rahnavardi did get a stall call there.
See how that plays out, especially if you get maybe Swiderski would happen to get in major decision range or something. A stalling penalty could make a difference. Now, is he intent on riding or not? Little spiral ride immediately. Rahnavardi trying to clear the hands, and Swiderski wasn't all that interested in breaking him down. So 8-2 after the escape. Rahnavardi has to go to work now, get something done on his feet.
Yeah.
There's a shot by Rahnavardi, not there.
Just good pressure by Swiderski, just staying in his face.
One of the things you look in the third period, it seems like the matches too. You watch the guy. I like to watch the guy's feet and see how quick their feet are. If they're getting sluggish or they still have good movement, you know, with their feet. Both these guys seem fine as far as that goes.
Yeah, Rahnavardi seems to bounce back from the injury that he had, hitting that knee pretty good, so he's still staying active out there, which is good to see.
1 minute remaining at 149.
Shot by
Period
Rahnavardi.
three.
He knows he has to pick up the pace and get something done here. Trailing by 6. Ducked under by Swiderski, blocked. 40 seconds left.
So Swiderski usually may try that super duck. 30 seconds left here.
Now, of course, if he could get one and ride out, he would get a major. But hasn't come real close to scoring in this period. Final 20 seconds. Crowd trying to get Swiderski to get one more. Good crowd here this evening. There's a point. Because that was a solid call.
Rathjen.
They're already kind of warning, but it'll just make it 9-2, no riding time. The decision by Swiderski makes it 15-0 Oklahoma State. Biggest win he has had, obviously, was against Caliendo from Iowa, who was ranked second at the time. And a veteran wrestler, of course. And
That was D.
well, I'm thinking of, yes, you're right. That was a 65. I'm trying to think of the other one. Rahnavardi had a really good high-ranking
Cardenas.
Cardenas, yes. He's looked very sharp, and much like Forrest, he's pretty much a fast-paced guy.
Yeah, good pressure, stays in your face. Rahnavardi had a really good match actually against Larkin last week, losing 5-2.
Shot in by Rahnavardi on the left leg, trying to collect both turns into his opponent.
And that bottom leg cradle.
Rahnavardi.
This is where he did a good job with Larkin at. Rahnavardi did a good job of hiding his ankles early. Oh, he's getting it out of there. There'll be his three there. He did a job. Yeah, he did a really good job of hiding his ankles. You know, we talk about that a lot, especially in the waterfall position. So once they get in that waterfall, they're looking to grab ankles, far ankle, near ankle, roll. Trying to look for a clean finish, man, but that is hard to do.
So he takes the 3-0 lead.
Just stays consistent with the pressure, can score in a lot of different situations, offense and defensively for Rahnavardi.
You know, it kind of starts on your feet, and through these first four weight classes, takedowns are 12-0 in favor of Oklahoma State. So that tells you about all you need to know at this point. So see if Northern Iowa can turn that around in some matches. He leads. Rahnavardi leads 3-1 after the takedown and then the escape.
Both guys they're built very similar. Short, stocky. Both of them fighting for underhooks.
Yeah, another off that underhook gets to the right leg of Rahnavardi, and Wizard throwing in by Rahnavardi, trying to avoid the three. See if I assume Rahnavardi would want to limp arm out from there, wouldn't he?
Yeah, he's trying, but that's a good bite there. If he can get to that far ankle or his waist, maybe see if he can get up to his feet. That's what he needs to do right there.
The other ankle, he gets the three.
That's it.
Good, smart wrestling there by the freshman.
Yep, just knowing where he's at, mat awareness, understanding, hey, man, I tried to get here and cut him back. Rahnavardi did a good job of getting a real good bite on that hip lock. Let me go grab this other ankle and set him down.
So 6-1 on the board, pair of takedowns.
But it wasn't rushed. It was very methodical in that situation, right?
Took his time.
Took his time,
as
yes.
David Taylor talked about trying to work with some of his people, saying sometimes you have to be patient in a little series like that. Caution on.
Well, because if you start rushing in there, you'll miss something. You know, and it's hard enough to get to a leg. Now you got to try to finish.
And to his feet is Rahnavardi, and back, good return there by Rahnavardi. Trying to get that leg free.
Oh, nice job changing sides there.
Yes, breaks him back down by changing sides. Under 20 seconds in the first, and Rahnavardi grabs that left leg, wants to pull that in and turn. Not having much luck with it yet. 10 seconds to go.
Yeah, Rahnavardi's just grabbing his own ankle from that position.
And riding time's over a minute now, as the first period will end at 6-2.
Very, very controlled first period.
1:11 riding time for Rahnavardi.
2 shots, 2 finishes. Minute 11 riding time.
Very solid period. Now
Yes.
let's see if Rahnavardi can make a comeback. He's to his feet quickly. Rahnavardi, a nice little side leg trip there. I like that. Uh-oh.
Ankle. I think he might have came over a little bit there when he was like rolled over it a little bit.
Rolled it, turned it a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got a hold of it. Trainer moving it around to see how much pain it's causing. David Taylor saying, at this point in the season, we do not need an injury. Nobody does. Of course, Northern Iowa's had their injuries. There's a few. Doug Schwab was talking about this. You know, everybody has injuries by this time of the year, but they lost a couple of people for the season. Here we go. Take a look.
Yep. Right there when he sat on top of it.
Actually kind of turned it in instead of rolling over. One of those would probably be a little stiff and sore in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
I did that in basketball. They'd always spray it with that. What was it? Liquid nitrogen?
Cold spray?
That's, yeah. So cold it was hot.
Yes.
But it helped. He's walking around like he's okay. So did they not? Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be.
Yeah. Well, injury timeout, but Rahnavardi was already on the bottom. So it's, you know, sometimes if they're neutral and that happens, the guy gets a break, gets to choose bottom, and then try to get a point for escaping. But he was already on the bottom. So a good tight waist there. And Rahnavardi turns into him, reaches through the crotch, trying to see if he can roll him through.
No, he'll hit that for stall call.
Just hanging on to it.
And like I said, for everybody watching that, you see when he holds that, that basically stops the riding time in that sequence.
So stall warning. No change in the score. That was just a warning, and quickly off the whistle, a little bit too quick was from Rahnavardi. So he still trails 6-1. 1:31 left in the second. And Rahnavardi gets a return. Here goes Rahnavardi trying to turn into him. Neither guy's had a lot going on in the top and bottom in this period.
No, just a solid ride right now by Rahnavardi. You know, keeping him down. Oh, got him for locked hands on that one, yeah.
Locked hands, so that'll make it 6-2.
Kind of put his hands back down at the same time. I don't know if Rahnavardi saw that, obviously, when he was behind him. Trying to pull him back into him, maybe get him off the mat a little bit.
1:03 left in the second. 6-2. Rahnavardi with a pair of takedowns. There's the escape. Guess he was getting in enough issues there, so I might as well go back to my feet. I've been successful there.
Yeah, it's almost 2 minutes riding time, 1:59.
Got plenty of that. Now let's see who can score in the last 45 seconds of this period. Rahnavardi could separate, or Rahnavardi could tighten it up. Rahnavardi's had a hard time getting much going, though, on their feet, hasn't he?
Yeah, Rahnavardi's doing a really good job with that hand fighting and controlling that pace right there. You know, trying to get through that head-hands defense has been tough for him so far.
So final 12 seconds of the period. There's a shot by Rahnavardi, just not really there. As Rahnavardi underhooks back off the mat, and that'll end the period. 6-3, and it will be Rahnavardi's choice to start the third.
7-3 is the score in favor.
They've got 7, I beg your pardon. And I don't know where the 7th point came from.
We'll go optional start here.
There's the escape. And I still had 6-3. Rahnavardi got another point in there that he didn't get the locked hands call was on him, right? Not on Rahnavardi. And Rahnavardi didn't have an escape, so I'm not sure where that 7th point came from, but he got an escape there.
It's 7-3 now. I think they just made a mistake there.
Yeah. So with that escape, it's now officially 7-3. Nice scramble there. And 3 for Rahnavardi. 10-3 with that takedown.
Very good counter. That's what I was talking about earlier. He's good on his offense and he's good on his defense, turning it into offense.
Escaped 10-4, so Rahnavardi's going for more now. Obviously, he's close to getting into major decision range because he has over 2 minutes riding time.
Less than 1 minute remaining, period 3 at 1:57.
45 seconds left for somebody to get on the board and either tighten this one up or get to a major.
Like I said, Robert is he's doing a really good job of controlling the hand fight. It's been tough to get to him right now.
He needs one more takedown if he wants to get the major. Nobody's done a lot, though, in this last 45 seconds. Final 10 seconds. Shot way too far off the mat to do any good. So 7 seconds left as they restart. With the riding time locked in at 2:01, it's going to be 11-4 unless he can score 2 seconds. Oh, and he gets the takedown with 1 second left. Wow.
That dude bit down on his mouthpiece and found a way.
So 14-4 the final. He does get the major just by that last second shot. Goodness.
Brandon Scholes from Illinois, which is number 8th ranked 65-pounder at the Cougar Clash. And then obviously Lockett has had a tremendous season so far, beating Caliendo in the national duels, beating Garvin as well, and had some other ranked victories there at the national duels. So to what Coach Schwab was talking about, get to the leg and finishing it, putting points on the board. This is going to be a good match.
And he and David Taylor both agree. Both these guys, they'd like to see them open up a little more, but both of them are really hard to score.
Yes.
So it might be a very low-scoring match.
And Downey, watching some film on him, he's got a really good swing single, and that's one thing Coach Schwab was talking about, trying to get to that a little bit more. But to your point, like you mentioned, he was like, Lockett's hard to get to as well.
See how cautious they are. Sometimes you get guys, they know what each other can do. They have a lot of respect, and sometimes they don't maybe open up offensively as much as you like. But there's Lockett with a good shot on the right leg. Got it lifted up. That's just half the battle, though. These guys are hard to finish on.
They're hard to finish on. Lockett usually tries to get a rub arm from that position, but Downey's doing a good job. Now he's up on his hands, up on his feet, see if he can finish here.
Ooh, Lockett tried to trip, didn't get it.
Good balance there by Downey.
Good job scrambling there.
Yep. Oh, good job. Yep,
Nice
really
move.
good job. Really good job. Good attack by Lockett. Nice counter by Downey, taking his time, not panicking. Got back down on the knee where he felt a little bit more comfortable in that position. So Lockett's in once. Downey's not there yet, but no finishes.
And as we talked to the coaches pre-match, they wouldn't be surprised if this is just a one takedown match. Somebody finds a way to get one.
Yep. Well, like we talked about earlier, getting to the leg is half of the battle. Lockett did that. So he's got to have confidence. Man, I can get back to it. Now I just got to finish. Got to try to find a way to finish. I'm pretty sure Downey's thinking the same thing. He just hadn't got to one just yet.
Well, let's see if the swing single comes into play by Downey.
1 minute left here in this first period. Nice high crotch there.
Downey gets in. Lockett reaches through the crotch. Hanging on. Downey trying to clear that foot, but here comes Lockett coming out the backside. Nope. Nothing there for either man.
Downey's a roller, man. Dude can scramble.
Downey trying to get the three. There's three for Downey. That's a big one right there.
Yep, right there at 15 seconds left. Downey's good on the mat, man. Dude can roll. He can roll.
Very good on top also.
Yes.
Final 10 seconds, Downey takes the advantage in this opening period. 3-0 and probably going to end that way. Final few seconds. He takes a 3-0 lead to the second period.
3-0 Yep. Here's the takedown by Downey, right? Good job continuing to roll. Lockett was almost trying to get his hips up there to go score his 3. Little Granby roll, elevated head high. Lockett goes back down to the leg. They were wanting danger, but Lockett ends up realizing, man, I got to bail out here, give up just the 3 and not anything more. Once again, this is another strong part for Downey as well, but as we've known, D's been pretty good on bottom. And
you have to admit that's great for a true freshman, because most true freshmen are not great on bottom.
Yeah,
but the years, but he's got a lot of ability.
He's really good with the switch. Downey's really good at getting the wrist and going for the wrist tilt. So see if Lockett gets back to that switch, if he can get back to his feet. 35 seconds of riding time for Downey so far.
Lockett quickly off the whistle, trying to switch, wasn't there. Good quick move off the whistle. Downey did a nice job of keeping control. Lockett back to his feet, trying to bust out of there.
Good job by Lockett there.
It's 3-1.
2 shots, 1 for Lockett, didn't finish. 1 for Downey, he finished. That's what these matches come down to.
Now, some of these guys, that we've seen it all already with people like Forrest and Vega, they're just like Houdinis. When they get in trouble, you think you got them, and then you don't.
Mm-hmm.
1 minute remaining, second period.
Downey is at 50 seconds of riding time, so that's not a factor just yet.
You know, Downey is good size. I noticed when they were side by side, walking back, the frames, the height, everything. It's hard to imagine him being at 57 a couple of years ago, but he was. Lockett's behind, but nothing yet.
Good job there. Nice shuck by Lockett. Good counter by Downey. Just able to stay on his feet. He couldn't get that grip around his waist like he wanted to.
16 seconds left in the second. 3-1 Downey. Good opening period takedown.
You know, and that takedown came with about 20 seconds left in that first period.
Following 2 periods of wrestling.
Short time takedowns are big.
Oh, man.
No riding time of significance. Downey elects down.
Downey chooses bottom rocket, looking for instructions from his coach. Do I go optional? Do I get on top? He says get on top of him, riding. We'll see how serious. Oh, there's a quick.
Oh, he's got to be careful of the reversal.
Yeah, he almost got reversed, but there's a good escape by Downey. 4-1 with the escape.
Now it gets to that point, you take down ride, do you take down cut, try to get another takedown? Because right now, like I said, 4-1, 41 seconds.
Well, Lockett's problem is, even if he gets a takedown, you've got to ride him. If you don't, you're going to lose by 1, because Downey's takedown came with no escape given up.
Right.
So we'll see the strategy if Lockett can score. Of course, if Downey can get a takedown, he could really separate this
and like I said,
score.
Downey's crafty, man. He's crafty. He's really good on the mat as well. So Lockett's got to look for a spot to try to open him up and get to that attack and finish. One minute remaining.
Downey playing it pretty cagey so far.
Yeah, he's smart. He's been in this. He's been in these before.
Lockett gets to the leg. Downey fighting it. Here comes Downey over the top.
Downey doesn't mind these positions. Lockett's got to try to get square with him the best he can, because Downey's in a good position right here.
And burning a lot of time, too.
And he's got his ankle. He's got a good anchor. Hips out.
Lockett's not having any luck coming up, so the stalemate calls.
Good shot by Lockett. He wasn't able to get square with him where he could change off, and Downey was able to beat that shoulder a little bit. So this is almost a 30-second sprint for Lockett right here.
A good shot by Downey, but sprawled by Lockett. 22 seconds left. Downey helped himself there, burned a lot of that clock. Final 15 seconds.
And he kept the ref off him because he was the aggressor.
Absolutely. 10 seconds, 8. So it looks like Downey's got it locked up. Double leg shot by Lockett. Now, I'm sure they'll review this. It was really close.
They're going to review the near fall.
If it is a takedown, there's a Doucet victory. Oh, they're reviewing the near fall.
They're reviewing the near fall. The 3 takedown is there.
I think it's there for sure.
What they're doing now is reviewing the near fall.
12th with a 10-3 record. And Simma is from Shawnee, Kansas, a redshirt senior. And Fakundo, as we said, is a redshirt junior, and he's from Essexville, Michigan. And you're going to have to go a while to see a finish that dramatic, Cardell.
Ooh,
that we just saw.
Man, I know we're at 174, but still trying to get over 165. So we'll talk about 174. Obviously, Fakundo coming into his own, trying to get to those legs, finishing a lot more. One thing about Simma is he is a crafty dude. So we just saw Downey wrestle. Simma's the same way on the mat, right? Likes the scrambles, can get you in some situations if you're not careful and understand what you're doing. So this will be a good one as well, man.
Well, that one was dramatic, and this could be over. Hey, you never know. You might see another one just like it.
You could see something similar, right? You know, Simma was a qualifier, NCAA qualifier, and also had an at-large bid in 2024, qualified last year for the Panthers.
So, by the way, the team score after all that is 22-0 in favor of Oklahoma State. We didn't get to that before the break. So the Cowboys do keep the shutout intact at this point. But, of course, 4 matches still to go. A lot can happen here. This is a good, solid matchup. You got 7 versus 12. And at this point in the season, when you get rankings where they're only a few spots apart, there's very little difference usually in them. And
oh, nice drag.
A good one.
Good drag there by Simma. Good defense there by Fakundo right now. That's what I was talking about. Just kind of slick, man. Just kind of caught him coming in, hit him with that little drag. But Fakundo in the old, not full splits over there. Little hurdle stretch.
Simma watch get that other leg. See if he can stand up with it. Either a trip or get to the other leg somewhere or the other.
Well, listen, we know from Bedlam, Fakundo don't mind this position. Now, granted, there he was up on a foot. But he's trying to fight the hands to get that foot back.
Keep waiting for Simma to suddenly dive in and try to get that other ankle, or just stand up with him. He's tried to stand up with him at least once. This is so far not close to the 2.5 minute thing we saw.
I was getting ready to say we don't have to ask our producer on time, but it was getting close.
If you weren't watching that Oklahoma State match in the first period, Fakundo gave up the leg 20 seconds into the period, was dancing on one leg for 2.5 minutes.
There it is again.
Yes, 2.5 minutes, and finally scored a takedown out of it after 2.5 minutes of being hopping up down on one leg. It was amazing.
Man, Simma's got a nice drag in there.
Simma's got to be a little frustrated because he had a good shot in there. Just didn't get to it.
Yeah, it's a really good drag. Really, really good drag. Let's see if he gets back to that. He's already tried it twice and obviously almost scored on the first one. Probably had a little bit more time on that one. Probably would have been a similar situation.
Well, as we said, you got to find a way to finish, and maybe he can get it next time. So Fakundo's choice on bottom, quickly to his feet, turns in, and they're off before he can escape. So we'll restart. Just 5 seconds went by before they were off the mat.
Caution on Simma there. I take that back. That was caution on Fakundo. Yeah.
Jumped a little too quickly.
Yeah, okay. I was right. All right.
No,
okay. Yeah, he was right. He put green up, but he corrected it.
So it's actually on Simma.
Yeah, I got you, Evan.
So quickly to his feet is Fakundo, but Simma gets him right back to the mat. Now Fakundo turns in, traps the right foot. Here we go. This position.
Oh, good job there. Really good job by Fakundo. Nice job. Yep. Really good job there.
No reverse yet, but they're off. That'll be one for the escape. So
Really
1-0
good job.
Fakundo leads. Almost had two.
Almost did a really good job of catching that right leg of Simma, I think, got under it, was able to kind of get up while he was trying to reach that right hand around. But from there was able to just stand up and almost get his reversal, but definitely got his 1-point escape. Let's see if Simma gets back to that drag. Fakundo still looking for his attacks to get off a little bit. 50 seconds remaining here in this. Nice single. Oh, just disappeared.
Fakundo, a good shot, collects the other ankle.
Just disappeared.
Nothing there for him. So 4-0. Fakundo with the takedown.
That was slick, man. He just kind of disappeared. I don't know if it was he felt that right at that time, but man, when he hit that, Simma just kind of went boop.
So that puts Fakundo in a good position now, 4-0.
Here's that replay right here of this single leg by Fakundo. Gets to this, just kind of disappears. Boom! Man, that's slick right there. And then nice clean finish, right? Was able to get that right arm, go catch for that right ankle. 3 points for the takedown.
So 26 seconds left in the second. And Fakundo, I'm sure, would love to ride out, but a good roll through by Simma. But watch out, Fakundo counters.
This is where Simma's crafty, man. That was almost just like a forward roll, not a dive roll. That was just a forward roll.
Kind of a somersault like you see kids do in the living room floor.
Yeah.
And he rides out, so still 4-0. It'll be the choice for Simma to start the third, and he needs to have something going.
Yeah, he's going to go back down, and he's going to see if he can create something to catch Fakundo in it, right? Whether it's a scramble, whether it's something like what he just did right there, just trying to create action to where he can come out on top.
Only 9 seconds riding time for Fakundo, so let's see if he wants to try to get him in it or if he'd rather go back on his feet.
Simma in the down position. Fakundo covering from the top.
He's going to try to ride, apparently. He does get him down to the mat with a spiral ride. Underhook on the right side. And flattens him out. So good job by Fakundo so far. Looks like he's intent on getting that riding time.
Good tight waist. Got that boot thrown in now. Start building his riding times at 40 seconds right now.
So it's building up now. He's got 50 seconds. To his feet, though, is Simma.
See if Simma, if he gets return, if he starts trying to roll and create something here.
Riding time over a minute. Now let's see if Fakundo's content to let him up, and he is. So 4-1 on the board. 1:04 the riding time with a minute left.
1 minute remaining, third period at 174.
Oh, shot by Fakundo. Has to reshot a little bit off of that. Gets the leg, trying to trap the other foot. Can't do it yet.
Yeah, went
Close, but
went almost super duck and ends up getting on a single.
needs to get Simma back in. Simma fighting that. Kind of pulling back in is Fakundo. Reaches for the other foot. Got one toe just barely inside the circle. It's going to be hard to score from here. Let's see. Oh, now they're off. So 20 seconds left. Still 4-1. Riding time is 1:04 again for Fakundo. So he's got a 5-1 lead technically here. Simma's got to find the desperation takedown with more than 4 seconds left to get rid of the riding time, but instead it's Fakundo in again. Turning back into Simma. Now Simma fights him off. 7 seconds, 6, 5. It looks like it.
Man, good job by Fakundo there.
So 3 for the takedown to make it 7. Riding time of 1:04 makes it 8. An 8-1 decision for Alex Fakundo. Cowboys go up 25-0 as we have 3 bouts left.
Oh, no takedown. No takedown. So if you guys are watching, he did not award a takedown.
Okay, he wiped off the takedown, so 5-1 your final. We'll be back with the 184-pounders right after these words. Highly ranked wrestlers, but has looked pretty good overall for Oklahoma State. And Fox hasn't been full-time in the lineup, obviously, but he is 5-1, so he's got a good win percentage going at .833. So here we go. Fox redshirted year before, or last year, and year before last, I beg your pardon, and then it was 19-6 at 174 last year. His victories so far, he did beat Silas Allred from Nebraska, which is a good win for him, the 9th ranked. I beg your pardon, he lost to him 5-1. He's had a couple of pins and a major en route to getting to this match right here.
Ryder getting to his underhook there. That's his patent position. Fox did a good job of kind of being patient and finding that ankle to kind of get out of danger a little bit. Oh, good stutter. That's a nice stutter.
Well, I guess we could go back to 165 and say that Lockett is still unbeaten. Barely. That was just one of those things you really enjoy watching in wrestling, to see some dramatic finish at the end.
Well, just like anything, you know, staying composed too, right? You give up a takedown late in the first period. You're down 4-1 with 15 seconds left. 2 top 10 guys, and you just find a way to go get it. Sometimes that's what it boils down to. That's a semifinal match, blood round match, whatever the case may be.
Shuck there, tried by Ryder, didn't hit it, but he's going back in with a reshot.
He's got room over here. If he can get to his ankle, he's trying to get to Fox's ankle and pull him back. Almost kind of like what Fakundo was doing earlier.
Trying to pull him back in. And of course, Fox says, I don't want any part of that. I want to get us off the mat or get loose, one or the other.
Now, this is the same position they were almost in earlier, just to opt the other leg.
Ryder, though, standing up now, trying to reach over and hook the head.
Yeah, he's looking for a cradle there.
Had luck for the cradle, but just was letting him work here.
Yep, I lost it.
Goes back for a reshot. That was not there. So good defense there by Fox. So still no score.
Yep, Ryder's been in twice, and you know, unfortunately for him, it's been on the edge of the mat, not in the center of the mat. 25 seconds left in this first period.
That's the only serious scoring attempt we've seen so far. And it was a good one. But Fox, nice job avoiding the takedown. Final 5 seconds. The clock will be scoreless going to the second. And it should be Fox's choice. Well, no, he's saying it's not. Beg your pardon. Fakundo had choice in the second period last, but I guess it was a deferral. Deferral by Simma. I didn't catch it. Sometimes I'm looking down, writing, and I miss it. So Ryder chooses bottom. Let's see what Fox wants to do on top. Ryder to his feet, trying to peel that waist hand off. Spins, and is out of there. Good job underneath. So 1-0 Ryder. Now they go back to work.
First attempt there by Fox.
Nothing much going there, but both guys moving well.
Yeah, moving well. Some little stutters, some snaps. said, Ryder's been in a couple of times.
Puts a headlock on out of that little half shot by Fox. And he's got
1 minute remaining.
underhooks there.
At 184.
So does he have a throw in his arsenal? It looks like he was going to try one right there, a little whip over. So Fox says 40 seconds left second. I got to find a way to get something going here. We need to put points on the board. And it's just one of those things so that when I go by and look at this, the takedown margin is so extensive that Northern Iowa only has the takedown by Downey for the whole night. That's the only takedown.
Ryder stuttering in there. He hadn't followed that up. He's got a nice high crotch, too. Hadn't got to that one just yet. He's got Fox guessing a little bit with those stutter steps, but hadn't followed it up with anything.
That period runs out. Not much going on. 1-0 with the escape, and it'll be Fox's choice. Chooses bottom. Yeah, takedowns are 19-1 at this point, so that's not what you're looking for if you're Doug Schwab for the Panthers.
You know, Fox is in this match, man.
He is, absolutely. Might come down to a one-move match.
Yeah, it could. See how committed Ryder is to the ride.
Fox got to his feet with a nice trip by Ryder, trying to trip and get him back down, and does. And they're off the mat. 16 seconds. Time has elapsed in this third period. Still just 1-0. With Ryder's escape being the only thing on the board. Wondering if Ryder wants to try to get at least a minute riding time advantage before he decided he might let him go and then try to go for a takedown.
I think he's going to commit to this ride as best as he can.
He's only got 2 seconds advantage right now. But 144. Ooh, good roll there by Fox, and he is out of there. 1-1 our score. So who can get it done on their feet?
That's what it's going to boil down to.
Just like the last one, although it looked like Downey already had it done. Or at actually 165, not last match. It looked like Downey's one move was going to be it, but you never know.
Getting the snap again. See if he can get once again. If Ryder's looking for that stutter, Fox has kind of slapped at the ankle a couple of times, but hadn't really got to a leg yet.
$50 seconds to go. Each man knows he's got to get something going. No stall warnings in this, so can somebody put it together one time to get the winning 3?
30 left.
Both of them still moving well, fighting hard. Just a lot of action, but just not able to get the offense going.
And Fox is doing a good job of defending that underhook, too, on his right side when Ryder's trying to throw that.
15 seconds. Nobody's really gotten a shot in this whole period, frankly, as far as one that would come close to anything. Final 5 seconds. Looks for all the world like sudden victory, like I thought was going to be last time. So 1-1 regulation.
And we're headed to sudden victory.
If you're not familiar with it, 2-minute sudden victory. If nobody scores, then you go to the tiebreakers. 2 30-second periods unless somebody gets pinned, alternating positions. And if that doesn't solve it, then you go to sudden victory again for 1 minute, and then back to the tiebreakers. And just in case you're not sure, the sudden victory and the 2 tiebreakers, that's 1 overtime period. That's not 3 overtimes. And then if you have to go again, you go back to sudden victory and whatever happens at some point.
Like I said, Fox is in it. He's right where he wants to be. He's giving himself a chance.
Now, this could always come down to conditioning if one guy's got an edge there. But so far, they both look good.
Yeah, they both look still pretty fresh, yeah.
Nobody looks sluggish. 1:15 left in the overtime. There we go, shot by Fox. It was a good one. But
nice,
good
nice dub.
By
Less than
Ryder.
1 minute remaining.
54 seconds
Second
left.
victory.
Oh, now here comes Ryder in, has a leg. Fox trying to roll through. Ryder trying to turn in, though, secure the other leg. Getting close, but he doesn't have it yet.
He's got to try to find, well, now he's in a scramble position where he can put the knee to his chest. But Fox is not going to let go of that foot.
Yeah, here comes Fox. Whoa, watch out. Now, Fox gets the leg.
No. Wow, good job. Good job.
Man,
good
Fox
job.
He fought that
He
off.
fought that
Beautiful.
off. He was sitting on his tail at one point.
14 seconds left. Stalemate with 11 seconds left.
Really good job.
Way to dodge the bullet
Yes.
for Fox. Now Ryder has something going on. Can't tell exactly what.
Something with the shoulder,
Left
yeah.
shoulder. Now with 11 seconds left. Does
There's that
see
scramble
what
there.
happens here.
Single leg waterfall position. Looking the score. Fox is just not let go of that ankle. And you see Ryder try to get his head up. One danger count. That may be the position right there that he's talking about.
Could not get that leg cleared. Ryder couldn't to get the takedown.
The trainer checking him out. But to your point, Fox will have a choice.
If he can escape within 11 seconds, he wins it. By the way, years ago, back in the early 2000s, some of the open tournaments in November, December would not use riding time. They had too many mats, couldn't find enough timekeepers. There were some matches that went 3, 4, 5 overtime periods.
Oh, man.
And in fact, the great Johnny Hendricks, who wrestled here, pinned a guy in the 5th overtime.
Oof.
It was just crazy. They said, we can't do that anymore because it's just making matches go too
Wrestling
long.
forever.
Somebody's going to get hurt. You know?
Yep.
Especially if you're out for 5 matches in a day, like they did a lot of those, 6 or 7 sometimes even.
So
there we go, 11 seconds left. Can Fox get out of there and win this one? Caution on Ryder. He knows he's got to hold him down 11 seconds. Fox with the roll, Ryder counters, Fox to his feet. 7 seconds, Ryder hanging on, he's got to bring him back to the man. Here's a roll through by Fox, and he got it. Well, he got the reverse just before the horn. What a great job by Fox. He wins it 3-1.
Really good job by Fox. He battled out of 3 tough positions, takedown here, takedown there, and that last one, and then ends up getting the
finish there by Nick Fox.
Yep.
184.
Number 7 to the nation, Cody.
Here we go, 197. Well, the deal on Merrill is pretty good offensively, but really good on top and really good on bottom. He's tough to ride and tough to get away from if you get underneath him.
True. Very true. Start developing more from his feet, getting to some of those finishes. He almost got to an attack right there on Babcock, but was able to square back up. But continuing pressure, wrestles hard for a full 7 minutes. And to your point, you know, getting a lot of these ride-outs and winning 2-1 against some former All-Americans, some juniors, some seniors, you know, as a redshirt freshman, that's big at 197. That's big regardless of what weight you're wrestling.
Sure. And freshmen, they got, in the first year in the starting lineup, you go a long, hard season, you see some of them really make big improvements. You make some maybe sometimes hit a little bit of a wall because it's longer, tougher season than high school.
It's
against tougher competition.
It's tougher competition. It's an adjustment, mentally, physically. All of it is. And I tell these kids, man, everybody in college, they got some sort of resume, and they really don't give two hoots about your resume.
Not at all. As far as they're concerned, you go out there, you're both 0-0.
That's it. That's it.
So nothing yet here. Merrill did have one shot there early.
Been making a couple of attempts, just trying to get to one. That's the key. Get to one. Get to one and finish. And sometimes in these matches, that becomes a snowball effect. You get to one, next thing you know, you're getting to 7 to 10.
So opening 2 minutes have gone by, no score. Babcock's been in there, but not really serious about a takedown attempt yet.
Right.
One little half reach, and that was about it. So upcoming, of course, a lot of good action for these teams. Still to come. Got the Iowa schools, a couple of them here in Oklahoma this weekend. So Northern Iowa, as the period ends, Northern Iowa heads down to actually, I was thinking they were going to Norman, but they are not. They have the Open coming up, I believe.
No, they go to Norman. They go to Norman tomorrow.
Okay. Well, I was looking on here and I didn't see it here.
Escape there for Merrill.
1 point. Cody Merrill.
I see what it is. They have some going to the Lorace Open, and their starters are going to wrestle Oklahoma tomorrow. Well, I saw that Open, that threw me off a bit.
I got you.
So Merrill up 1-0 after the escape. And then Iowa State's in for the weekend, wrestling at Oklahoma, and then coming here for the Sunday matchup at 2 o'clock. It should be a great match. A lot of, I think every matchup is ranked wrestlers against each other's, including a couple of top 4 type matchups at 133 and 141.
Yep, from top to bottom.
Merrill almost had a leg, but
yeah, he's attempted that about 4 or 5 times. Little throw by, outside step with his left leg, taking that right hand down, trying to grab Babcock's right leg, but he's been able to kick out, well, not even kick out of it because he hadn't grabbed it, but just kind of, he's missing his target right now.
Less than 1 minute remaining, period 2.
See a little, or the elbow pass. See if he can follow with it off the elbow pass.
Nobody's been able to get something.
There it is.
There's another shot by Merrill. This time he gets him on the high crotch, but they're off the mat. A little closer that time for Merrill.
I got a stall call there.
So he's put the pressure on, just has not resulted in points yet. See if Babcock can get something set up.
It's going to come down to a takedown. I don't think Coach Schwab never going to put him underneath.
Might not, because Merrill is, as we said, very good on top.
Yeah.
Not a huge turner, but he's really a good controlling rider without stalling.
Yeah.
He's very solid. So 1-0 still after 2, and let's see. He's going bottom. Is Babcock. So we'll see. And unless we're totally off, Merrill will try to ride.
Oh, he's going to be committed to it, yes.
But that's his forte.
Like I said, there's only 6 seconds in Babcock's favor as far as riding time goes.
Starts off with a spiral ride, gets out to the side, to the right side. Spiral ride with the left arm, reaches underneath across the weight with the right arm. Babcock on one knee, now trying to sit back in. That doesn't work. Merrill breaks him back down. So the longer this goes, the tougher it is for Babcock, especially in the third period when you're starting to get a little weary and pushing all that weight up. And I asked David Taylor about Merrill's riding ability. What is it he's so good at on top? And he said, well, he's really patient, and he's got really a good awareness as to where he is. And he's very patient. He doesn't, try to go
see if he can Navy ride that up, possibly get a cradle. I can't tell if he's got his hands locked in either. No, they're not locked. They're not locked.
He was working on it.
Yeah, if he can get that bottom leg elevated.
And so far, the riding time has just now hit 1 minute.
Yep.
Not a big surprise because he's ridden some pretty highly ranked wrestlers for at least a minute, if not a whole period. And they'll call him off. So 40 seconds left, 1:13 the riding time for Merrill. So that is secured, and Babcock's got to find a way to get out of it. And then go score. Or get a reverse.
Or get a reverse.
So if he gets out now, he'll still lose 2-1 if he can't find some other way to score. To his feet, Babcock
Merrill's
trying to peel the
mat
waist
return.
free. Here we go, mat return. Babcock looked like he wanted to switch, but that was not there. And he's just not having any luck getting close to getting away. Final 25 seconds. Riding time is blocked. It's over a minute and a half. Bars the left arm, and they're off the mat with 15 seconds left. So Merrill just doing what he normally does so far. Of course, we saw a couple of weights classes ago that can change in a heartbeat.
Yeah, no doubt, right?
But he's looked very solid on top. And Babcock quickly to his feet. Merrill, mat return.
Yep.
Flattens him out.
Good
seconds
return.
left. And looks like he's going to have this one 2-0 with 3 seconds left. That'll do it. Riding time 1:53. Final score 2-0 in favor of Merrill. Your team score goes to 28-3. So we'll be back with the big guys right after these words with Big 12 Now on ESPN+. Mukwenaga? Anyway, he's from Wisconsin. Sorry about that for you folks from that area. I just didn't have a chance to track it down and get the correct pronunciation. So Doucet, obviously the heavy favorite here, being a senior against a freshman, 10-1, ranked 6th. Last chance for the Panthers to maybe pull another upset. 28-3, a count. Doucet from Comanche, Oklahoma. Been in this program 5 years. Backed up Wyatt Hendrickson last year. Started year before last. Had a solid season.
High crotch attempt there for Doucet.
He's been much better in getting offense going, obviously, this year than he was 2 years ago as a starter. He's had some major decisions, tech balls. Typically, a couple of years ago, he might win 3-2, 2-1 on riding time or tiebreaker, something like that. Only loss, 1-point loss on riding time to A.J. Ferrari from Nebraska. Speaking of Nebraska, they wrestle Ohio State this weekend. I'm sorry, Penn State this weekend, so they've got a big test coming up. Penn State continues to roll along unbeaten, as does Ohio State.
Stall call on Stromberg there.
And there's the leg shot by Doucet. And it's usually tough for heavyweights. They don't tend to be able to bounce around as agilely as some others, so we'll see. Trying for the trip.
Stromberg showing some good balance, though.
It certainly is.
Yep.
Doucet tries to pull him back in from the edge. They're off. So Doucet a good shot, just not get it completed. Good balance, as you said, from Stromberg.
Yeah, good job by that fella, man.
Bet.
That's not an easy position. I don't care if you 125 or 285.
He's a big lad too. He's not small by any means.
Yeah.
He looks did not get their weigh-ins, but he looks bigger than Doucet a little bit. He's thicker through the core, through the trunk and legs.
A really good job by him to keep that from not scoring there.
So we got 42 seconds left in the period. Still no score, thanks to the good defense by Grant Stromberg. Set keeping the pace on him, however. Stromberg does have a stalling warning. Stromberg hasn't really gotten anything set up yet.
Doucet's keeping the pressure. Probably another shot or get another stall call.
Stall call. So 1-0 Doucet.
And that's just good mat awareness by Doucet, kind of knowing where he was at.
1 point.
Shoot him out, give me another stall call, at least get 1 point on the board to start it off. Maybe start opening that offense up a little bit.
What was...
I think that's
just one?
two, no.
Just one. There were 2 stall calls, so it should be 1-0.
No, there was something else.
We missed the point.
No, there's something else. We'll figure it out. I'll ask my guys next to me.
I don't think there was a fleeing the mat, was there? Yeah, you can check that out, see what it was, because we just had the stalling calls, a warning and 1 penalty. But they've got 2-0 on the board as time runs out. Doucet's choice as we start the second. Chooses bottom. So Doucet is out at 3-0. We've been told supposedly there were 3 stalling calls, not 2. We only saw 2. But that's why it was 2-0 going into this period, and now 3 with the escape by Doucet.
Well, even if there is 3 stalling calls, it's still...
Well, there are 2 points in the first period, and then 1 for this escape that Doucet just got. Warning, stall, stall. I only saw 2, didn't you?
That's all I saw. I've got to go back and watch film, Jay.
Yeah, I guess so. Neither one of us saw a 3rd call, but of course he does. If that was correct, though, he got a warning and then penalty, and then he escaped to start the second, so 3-0.
So our producer might think it was maybe that first time they went out of bounds. Stromberg took a little bit longer time getting back to the middle.
Shot by Doucet blocked.
Doucet's definitely been the aggressor. You know, granted, there's only 2 points, or excuse me, 3 points on the board. If Stromberg's not careful, he's going to get potentially
again if he's not
stalled out.
Good defense by Stromberg, but he's got to get some offense going.
Yeah, Doucet's got to look for an angle on this fella, man.
Stromberg has been forced to just defend in this match without actually attacking.
Yep. It's probably also one of those things Doucet's feeling when he's trying to drive him through. He's got to be careful of, that momentum not taking you to your own back. Stromberg,
I noticed at the end of the first period, looked like he was really breathing hard and red-faced. Now, you never know, but he's a freshman, too. He might be losing a little in the gas tank.
I like that fire that Coach Taylor just told Doucet. Get the takedown. Got up out of his chair, getting on him, pushing him. This is what's going to help you get on that podium if that's your chance, right? Like, got to be able to put points on the board.
Period ends 3-0, all on the stalling. Or not all, but 2 of those. Stromberg's choice as we start the third, chooses bottom. And this will be a challenge for him because Doucet is a very good rider for a heavyweight. Oh no, he signals optional though and releases him. So 3-1 on the board. Doucet right back on the attack. Probably a good move because you can probably, if nothing else, get more stalling call the way it's gone so far.
Well, and also learn from this situation that you're in right now, right? It's 3-1. Yeah. You get you a takedown, like I said earlier. One takedown can turn into 3, 4, 5. And that should just do nothing but build confidence. Yes, he's done a great job throughout the season, but you obviously got to continue that, you know, when you get to the postseason and some of these other duels that the Cowboys are going to have.
Doucet continues to attack. Stromberg blocking. Oh, ducked under there by Doucet.
They're going to want him to cut him again. See Coach Wolf.
Well, he's got a minute left to get another takedown, get in major decision range. There's this.
I don't think you're going to cradle this big house right here.
Yet, so. There we go. There's the escape. So 6-2 after the takedown and then the escape. 49 seconds left.
Here's that takedown by Doucet. Little peek out here. Boom. Ends up getting that 3 points here. Now he's trying to find himself another one with 40 seconds left here in this third period.
Yeah, takedown and ride out would give him a major. Actually, would he? Yeah, he'd need the ride out. And he's working on it. And maybe going for it. There's the three. Right. Oh! 6 minutes and 33 seconds. Connor Doucet closes it out with the flourish, the pin in 6:33. Final score, Oklahoma State 34, Northern Iowa 3. What a finish.
What a finish, right? He went and found a takedown. That takedown ends up into the fall. Here's the replay of that situation right here by Doucet.